I heard your discussion with Commissioner Gordon. Now he knows that Lucius Fox and the Batman were allies. Gordon's dangerously close to figuring out who you are. If he does find out, I have no idea how he'll react. It's not a chance you can afford to take.
He looked me straight in the eye, Alfred. He's been our friend a long time. He deserves to know.
I understand that, Bruce, but he's still too close for comfort. I'm sorry, but he is. You were radio silent for so long. Tell me, did you find out how Lucius died?
This is a missile I found in Riddler's workshop. The explosion at Wayne Tower. We were thinking about it all wrong. The puzzle wasn't an explosive. It was an emitter. When it was solved, it emitted a signal. You heard it earlier. If allowed to play too long, it becomes a launch signal.
Dear God! You did solve the box. We just didn't know it.
The Batcave Scrambler blocked the signal.
Poor Lucius. Wayne Tower offered no such protections. Our tight little family has gotten smaller because of it. It was the three of us looking out for each other. Now it's two.
I still have you. And we still have each other.
I won't always be here, Bruce. I'm sorry. Losing Lucius in such gruesome fashion, it puts me in rather a morbid mood. The list of agency operatives from Riddler's workshop. He plans to do the same thing to them.
It's a hit list. It's only useful if he has a way to target the agents, though. And I doubt he's sending them all puzzle boxes. Hold on, let's just walk through it. He's hacked their cell phones. He could pinpoint the location of any one of these operatives. And he can broadcast his signal through their phone to make them a target of a missile strike.
Can you block it?
If I can get a clean copy of the signal, yes. It's the only way I can get a clean version of the signal. It's pretty grim, Alfred. You don't have to watch.
I can handle it. I've never been one to shy away from duty, however unpleasant it may be.
Actually, Al, I'm gonna do this part on my own. Why don't you get us some tea while we work?
Well, if you insist, Bruce.
Bruce, get my daughter out of the building. Get yourself out.
What are you talking? What did you figure out?
I've solved the Riddler's puzzle, Bruce. Tell Tiffany that I love her. That I'm sorry I wasn't around more.
Lucius?
We really made a difference, didn't we? Batman?
All right. Now I just need to create a filter to get a clean version of the signal. And then match up the points found in both sound files.
Tiffany.
That's a match.
Bruce?
The waveforms match. There. I've piggybacked onto Riddler's cell phone hack. They'll recognize any incoming signal match and shut down, negating a launch. Makes sense for me to have the signal on me as well.
What for?
Riddler still has functioning missiles. Once he finds out I've blocked his targets, he may decide to launch indiscriminately. But with the signal, I might be able to divert them. Tiffany gave me this the day Lucius died. Let's put it to good work. It's not a theory I really want to test.
So we had better find Riddler first. There is always Riddler's second-in-command. Eli Nabel, arrested after his attack on the casino. None of the authorities have gotten anything out of him yet.
Unknown contact.
What is it?
That John guy from the funeral, from Arkham. Who actually sounds like he's keeping his word. Mori, huh? John thinks that Mori can get us Riddler's location.
You believe him?
Maybe we should go back to the beginning. Bring Rumi Mori up on the back computer. Either of them could potentially lead me to him.
The question is, which is more likely to help you?
Mori's a businessman. Given the right incentive, he could be persuaded to talk. He sure can't have any love for Riddler after his attempted murder at the casino.
I'd say he'd respond better to a more genteel approach, peer-to-peer as Bruce Wayne. However, the agency is watching him. If Waller finds out that Bruce Wayne sought a parley with Mori, she'll not be best pleased. On the other hand, Riddler's lieutenant,
Eli Nabel, took a go at me in the casino. Put up quite a fight.
cracking him will be tougher, more physical. Certainly a job for Batman. He's currently in Waller's custody in a GCPD holding cell. Interrogating Nabel there would be a visible endorsement of Waller's authority. Gordon won't like it.
I'll meet with Mori. I'm sure Bruce Wayne can find a way to reason with him. Waller's people are here, watching Mori. Riddler's agency data should make him easy to tag. I need you to keep an eye on him for me. Maybe cause a distraction if I need it. Gotta be careful here. They're following his every move. All this attention must be annoying to a man like Mori.
I see them.
All of these agents were on Riddler's list. Even without access to their phones, he'll still try to kill them all somehow. No time to waste.
Mr. Wayne, to what do we owe this honor?
Good evening, Mr. Mori. I've come to talk.
Your visit is unexpected, Mr. Wayne. What can I do for you? A private matter between friends.
We have a mutual enemy, Mori. He can't go unchecked.
Men like you and I have many enemies, Mr. Wayne. I am sure we share more than one.
You know the one I mean.
The authorities are watching my every move. Apparently, I'm a person of interest. There's really not much I can offer you, other than a drink and a seat at the roulette wheel. Not while I'm being shadowed.
We need privacy. Lose the agents.
Done. They just got an order to sweep the perimeter. Should give you a couple of minutes at least.
Impressive, Mr. Wayne.
We haven't even scratched the surface.
What can I do for you?
Information. About the Riddler.
Why would I do that?
You're on his list, Mori. He's gonna hit you with the same weapons you sold him. You and a lot of other people.
I dealt with that maniac, it's true. But I was done after the first delivery. Riddler wanted more. Everything he could get his hands on. He even wanted me to hand over one of my biotech companies. I said no.
That's why he attacked you.
You have no idea how crazy he is. I only wish I had known it sooner.
Actually, I have a pretty good idea.
I see that you do. He scared me. I was afraid he'd use my goods in the city. After the explosion at Wayne Enterprises, it turns out I was right. I want you to know, I had no idea the Riddler had marked you as a target. I knew your father back when he was running Gotham. Our interests often aligned. I would never dishonor his memory. He was a friend, truly one of a kind.
Then you owe me, for my father's sake.
That was a long time ago. And favors go both ways. I can help you find the Riddler, Mr. Wayne. I sold him the missile array he's using to pick off his enemies. He won't be very far from it. Everything you need to find him is on that drive. But I need a favor from you first.
A favor?
Waller has me detained here pending Riddler's trial. She controls all my accounts. I need to get out of the country, and in all haste. You can help with that. Otherwise, I fear my fate is a short, miserable life in a black prison. Somewhere deeply unpleasant. It's simple. A chartered plane waits for me at the airport. The pilot will fly me to a safe haven in the Caribbean for the right price. All you have to do is authorize a transfer. You don't want me as an enemy, Mr. Wayne. Our agency friends will be back any second. Let's handle this quickly and without disturbance. Everyone gets what... they want.
Done. Send me a postcard from the beach.
Thank you, Mr. Wayne. I owe you a great debt. If this ever comes to light, I'll keep your name out of it for as long as I can.
Thank you.
Be careful, Mr. Wayne. That lunatic is not to be trifled with. Now, I suggest you make yourself scarce before our agency friends return.
Alfred, I've sent you Maury's information. Find me Riddler's location, and fast.
The Lady of Dublin.
Which is...
A cargo ship in Gotham Bay.
Good. Send me the location. And let Gordon know. Tell him Batman's on the way.
Armed men on board. This must be it. Be careful, Bruce. Who knows what the Riddler has up his sleeve?
I'm on board, Al.
Do you see Riddler?
You won't get away with this. What do you think he's gonna What's his name?
I hear him. Need to get a better angle.
You'll see what's gonna happen. My friends will all be here soon. Then you'll see what
We
this is
found
all
him.
made of. You agents.
Maury's information turned out to be accurate. No sight of the missiles yet, though.
They must be here somewhere.
He's about to regret her miscalculations. All your idiot colleagues, too. And it's hard to blame individuals for institutional incompetence.
A good spot for cover.
History of terrible decisions. Your agency has been on my heels far too long. I'll give it to you. You're relentless. I'll admit it's going to feel satisfying to get my revenge on your predecessors.
Wait
Even if
for
you're really
it.
just a small part of my plan. What are you talking about? You'll see what I mean soon. They might be angry I brought you here, but when they understand why, they'll recognize my brilliance. After all, you brought this on yourselves. All of you. You government clods really thought you were smarter than me. It's clear you're in desperate need of some schooling. My friends will be here soon. I'd keep your mouths shut until then.
Hostages first. When they're safe, I can find the missiles. Targeting online now.
Ready, Bruce.
Let the hostages go, Riddler.
You can't possibly think clunking a few heads is enough to make me roll over. Oversized vermin!
Batman! Batman!
Agent Avesta.
More! It's heating up! Thanks, Batman. Are you all right? Oh, God. Not more.
He's wearing something that neutralizes the shock device.
I've memorized your playbook, Batman. I know all your shallow tricks. Maury was incapable of learning his lesson. I knew he'd lead you to me eventually. All part of the plan.
The missiles.
Bait. Just like the hostages were bait. I knew you couldn't bear to let these agents die. You care too much about the little people. That makes you weak. I saw how you saved Maury. I saw how angry you got about what happened to Fox.
I heard a lot of people doing what I do. My code is how I stay human.
It's why I'm out here, and you're in there. About to meet your maker. My partners were supposed to be here to see this. I guess I can just show them the bodies. I'm going to ask you 3 questions. Get them wrong, one of these agents gets torn apart.
You won't get away with this.
You get them right, this happens! I designed this for you, Batman. The hero who doesn't have to compromise will die knowing he couldn't save everyone. Let's get started. We have a lot to get through. I'm curious to see how you'll handle it all!
It's me you want, not Agent Avesta. Let her go.
Oh no, she needs to be in there with you. You can handle the sonic blasts. But her... I estimate 3 blasts at most before her insides rupture. This one should be easy, Batman. Close to the heart. I solved a puzzle box for the Bat. Now I'm dead. And I mean dismembered. Closed casket for sure, kind of dead. Who am I?
If you know the answer, please say it. My colleagues will die.
Lucius.
What was that? I couldn't hear you.
Lucius Fox.
Very good, Batman. You saved a life. But...
Thank you.
Batman, don't answer any more of his questions.
No, Blake. I won't let you die.
Number 2. Also, completely self-evident. I am black and blue and bleeding from the ears. Who am I?
I think he means me. Say it.
Don't you dare answer that!
Please. Don't let him die. Say it!
I need an answer.
Avesta. The answer is Agent Avesta.
You got it, Batman! Ha! Here's your prize.
Oh my god. Iman! What have you done?
Enough, Riddler. You made your point.
Just one more, Batman. And then it'll all be over.
I'll distract him. Just get us out of here.
I'm the sharpest mind you'll ever meet. The original genius with Gotham at my feet. Who am I?
You're Riddler. Riddler's the genius.
Well done, Agent. You answered so quickly, you almost deserve not to get the blast.
I'll fire one of the missiles. Use the Batcam to make it target the cage. And use Riddler's trap to protect Iman and myself from the explosion.
like what you're saying, Agent Avesta, but you're not the one I need to hear it from.
Missile armed, ready to fire.
Who's the genius, Batman? Who's on top of Gotham now? I want to hear it from you.
I am.
What are you doing? No! Impossible! You think you're clever, don't you? You don't impress me. You might have bought yourself some time with that trick, but I had backup on... Who's the man? Who's got no time left.
The Riddler.
Thought you'd get such an easy one right.
Those missiles are aimed right at the city.
The answer is Batman. This can't be happening!
Iman.
Batman. Thank God. I didn't think we were going to make it. I thought...
You put yourself on the line for your friends. You saved them. Agent, are you okay?
My ears! I can't hear!
It's over, Riddler. Look forward to a padded cell.
Well, congratulations, Batman.
You managed, even in my twisted game, to keep everyone alive. But at what cost? Agent Avesta suffered, so no one had to die. That can't sit well with you. Can it?
Iman knew the risks. She would have endured anything to bring you down.
Sounds like you have good things to say about her. If only she could still hear you. I made you hurt an innocent woman to get to me. Oh, my comrades would have been impressed. I set this all up to show them. I thought they'd back me up, even if they didn't agree. They left me here to deal with you alone. They betrayed me.
You need better friends. The term thick as thieves, it's a lie.
I need smarter friends. They're all so small-minded. None of them had vision. Unless that white-faced prick set me up. Never told them to meet me here. They broke the pact.
The pact?
Lock the ship down and radio for more medics. Batman. Riddler, is he... Oh, God damn it. Oh, this isn't good, Batman. The investigation is a dead end without a breathing suspect. We're in trouble. A lot of trouble. I have no idea how we're getting out of it.
You don't have to worry, Jim. I'll take the heat for this.
I appreciate the thought, but that ain't gonna cut it. Oh, Waller is gonna come down on us like a thunderbolt.
Thunderbolt? I'm the whole goddamn hurricane. I'm about to blow both your asses off the side of this ship. This is a goddamn mess. Agent Avesta is deaf. Riddler is dead. And I don't know exactly how. But I know you tampered with my suspect at the casino. Unless you expect me to believe that Mori got out of Gotham all by himself. Batman is clearly being misused as an asset to the GCPD. I'm taking direct control of law enforcement in Gotham, effective immediately.
What?
Gordon, you're being relieved of your stars. Bumped down to Deputy Ops.
You can't demote me.
I just did. Don't like it? Go cry to the governor.
Gordon's been fighting the good fight for years. You're delusional if you think you can solve all our problems.
You're the ones who are deluded. You're so busy gazing into each other's eyes, you can't see the big picture. Take some vacation days, Gordon. I've got sensitive case details to discuss with Batman.
We're still in this together, Batman. This doesn't change a thing.
This city is about to find itself in a crisis the likes of which it's never known. Riddler had a crew. Not just any crew. The worst criminal minds from all over the world, here in Gotham. You come across anything about them? I'm assuming you've heard of them by now. Let me know if you have anything to share.
Riddler expected his friends to back him up tonight. Guess he wasn't as popular as he thought.
That fits a theory we have. Evidence from his workshop suggests he was involved in a feud with another member of the group. Dr. Harleen Quinzel, former psychiatrist at Arkham Asylum. She's very elusive. Keeps her head down. Much more so than that show-off Riddler. He was going to be my way in once we captured him alive. But now I have you to lean on. A man who lives on both sides of the line. And knows exactly when to cross it. Yes, you and I will be working together very closely. Bruce Wayne.
A madman from Gotham's past returned to terrorize my city. He drew me into his twisted game, striking at the things I hold most dear. But I survived his deadly traps. I emerged the victor. But the cost was too great. Lucius Fox is dead. Riddler is dead. And with him, the only lead I had to taking down the greatest danger Gotham has ever faced. And the person best equipped to help me is a threat to my deepest secret.
The Riddler was going to be my way in, once we captured him alive. But now I have you to lean on. A man who lives on both sides of the line and knows exactly when to cross it. Yes, you and I will be working together very closely. Bruce Wayne. First thing you need to know, I can keep your secret. And despite what you did, going behind my back to Mori, I will continue to keep it. No reports, nothing. No one else needs to know. To deal with the present threat, though, I need both of you. The man inside and outside the mask. You have to understand, I'm not the enemy here. It may seem that way right now, but I'm not. Our problems are far too big for us to be bickering among ourselves. You shouldn't see me as an adversary.
You don't have to tell me that. I know we're on the same side.
I'm glad to hear it. I thought you might be harder to convince. When Riddler's friends hear he's dead, they ain't gonna just... carry on carrying on. They might get sloppy. They might want revenge. Or they might simply accelerate their plans. I'm gonna need eyes everywhere in Gotham. A man like Bruce Wayne, with all his influence and resources, can go places Batman can't. You understand what I'm saying, don't you? Your public persona could be a great help to us here.
Bruce Wayne is my cover. There's a reason I keep my identity a secret. The wrong person finds out, it's all over.
I hear you loud and clear. But it didn't stop Bruce Wayne from dealing with a thug like Mori. In public.
What the hell?
Looks like the whole city's under attack.
We've got a report of a raid on the Gotham PD arsenal. If those bastards get their hands on our weapons...
This is coordinated. It's Riddler's gang. It has to be. We're gonna need Batman for this one.
Agreed.
Emergency services is already pushed to the limit.
Then we'll have to redeploy patrol officers to defend the arsenal.
Don't divert any men, Gordon. I can handle the arsenal call.
Thank you. Let's move, people. This is what we trained for.
There's been an attack in the financial district.
Biotech company on the west side is under siege.
shut it.
You got what you came for. You don't need me.
Well, you better hope that's not true. Outlive your usefulness and the boss will make a pretzel out of your neck.
Whoa.
How many are there?
I don't know. 10 or 12, maybe? The really big one, he made me give him the keys to the armored transport vehicles. I didn't want to, I swear.
It's okay. Get out of here. Now.
Thank you, Batman. Hey, you about done?
Yeah, just about.
Son of a...
A nightmare, much like yourself. But you can call me Bane. A man cannot win a war alone. You fight well, but you fight alone. You will die alone. I can see why Riddler wanted to be the one to kill you.
Riddler is dead.
He's dead?
Riddler?
You should be worrying about yourself.
I promised my men a hell of a battle if ever I faced you. And I'd hate to disappoint them. Oh, I haven't faced a true warrior since I left Peña Duro prison. And there, even the fear... You will pay for that. Save your strength, man. This one is mine. Give you a peaceful death, if you take it. This pain you're feeling, Batman.
Did you get him?
There's nothing to fear, my friend. Keep your eyes open. Don't let anyone follow you to the warehouse.
Don't worry, this is the back way by the docks.
Safe travels, my friends.
Batman? Batman, what's wrong?
Jim. Hang in there. Help is on the way.
Batman!
Batman! Then say something if you can hear me.
Gordon.
Christ. Batman. Come on, help me.
It won't move.
Batman, we're gonna need you to help us push this thing off you. Come on! You can do it!
It's moving. Jesus Christ.
Come on.
The mechanic. Where is he? He didn't make it. Damn it. He saved my life.
Batman?
It's okay, Jim. I just need a minute.
Well, when you're feeling up to it, I'd love to hear what the hell happened here. Who did this to you?
He called himself Bane. His men loaded the weapons onto the APCs. Said they were taking them to a warehouse near the docks. You need to find them.
Don't worry. We'll catch the bastards. You better believe the entire force is motivated after what happened tonight. These bastards declared war on our city.
Tell them to be careful, Jim. Don't let them take any unnecessary risks. These men are dangerous.
Montoya, update the APB information. And remind all units to proceed with extreme caution. Don't need anyone else playing hero tonight.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for sticking your neck out. and calling me with this. I need all the juice I can get now that we live in Waller's Gotham. We're going to have to stick together if we're going to weather her storm. You and me?
City, and we're not going to let her take it from us.
I'm lucky to have you on my side. Thanks again for keeping me in the loop. It means a lot.
Right on time. I'll get to the Batcave. See if I can make some sense of what happened tonight.
So, what did I miss?
Oh, I was at the scene of a heist at the Gotham brokerage house when Batman called me here.
What were they after?
We're still getting a full account. Once the dust settles, I'll send you everything we've got. Detective Bullock's writing up a full report. I'll have him send you a copy.
Officers are ready for your deployment orders.
I've got to get going.
Your partner, Avesta. How is she?
Still in the hospital. Doctors say the hearing damage could be permanent. Damn it, it should have been me. I failed her. I put her in danger. It's my fault.
Avesta's tough. A survivor. She'll pull through.
Well, she's been through a lot. I just hope this doesn't break her. Look, I owe you one for saving my life back there. So I gotta warn you. Waller flipped when she heard you called Gordon instead of her. You really should stay on Waller's good side for as long as you can. For everyone's sake. I'll tell Avesta you asked about her.
Alfred, prep the med bay. We're going to need it.
Bruce!
I'm fine. Really.
You are not fine, Bruce. None of this is fine. You were nearly killed tonight. Those minutes of silence, waiting for you to respond, they were the worst of my life. I didn't know if you were alive or dead, or if I would ever see you again.
I'm so... sorry to put you through that, Al.
You'll just do it again tomorrow? We already lost Lucius. I couldn't bear losing you, too. We can talk about all this later. Come on now. Let's get you patched up. As if he wasn't bad enough, now Director Waller knows your identity. That information in her hands?
Waller isn't the one we need to worry about. Bane is still on the loose, with enough guns to arm a small militia.
I understand. The man died for you tonight, Bruce. Tried to save you from that monstrosity. Too many have died. In too short a time. The cost of this war, it just continues to rise.
Alfred, we will get through this. You know that, right? This storm will pass.
Yes, I know that, Bruce, and I'm sorry for not being my resolute self. It's just this Bane is terrifying. We've never seen this kind of destructive power before.
Waller was right about one thing. Riddler was just a small part of a larger threat. Let's begin with the dart I pulled from his neck.
Got it?
I'm good, thanks, pal. Huh. There's still some toxin left in here.
What kind of toxin?
Something new. There's a whole series of powerful psychoactive meds in this cocktail. Drugs that are lethal when combined.
Who could have come up with such a concoction?
And did the same person pull the trigger?
Bane's attack was one of 3 tonight, all at the same time.
Let's bring him up. Get an assessment of the damage. Gotham Brokerage. 10 million in diamonds stolen. Some safety deposit boxes emptied. Contents unknown. Over a dozen dead, and even more wounded. Mostly by gunshot, though some victims had their heads smashed in.
Oh, that's barbaric. Witnesses place Harleen Quinzel at the scene, dressed up as a clown and wielding a mallet.
Don't ask me.
Riddler's friends are as insane and gruesome as he was. Perhaps even more.
Those same witnesses say that she acted alone. All that carnage. Gothcorp Labs, genetic research facility. Where do we even start with this?
Yes, I have no idea.
Authorities can't determine what was even stolen until all of that melts.
At least 20 dead, some completely encased in ice.
Others were frozen solid. Some of their limbs shattered as they fled. Waller's intel shows that the thieves made off with numerous pieces of equipment used in the storage and transportation of biological material.
I don't even want to think what they'd want that for.
No IDs on any suspects, though. Security cameras frozen. All witnesses dead.
Guns, money, biotech. What are they planning?
We won't know until we get to Bane.
I don't mean to cause offense, but you're in no shape to beat the information out of that monster, or take on his friends if it comes to it. We've already seen how formidable Bane is on his own.
Of course I could use help. But both the GCPD and the agency are stretched thin. One thing's for sure. We can't just wait around for Bane to strike again. The death toll is already too high.
I know you told Waller you were reluctant to risk Bruce Wayne's cover, but I'm more worried about the risk to Batman, given your current condition. Riddler said his friends abandoned him at the Lady of Dublin.
He alluded to the fact that John Doe was one of them.
If that's the case, then John can get you close to the others. He already wants you to meet them. John Doe might be your best chance of getting inside, finding out what they're up to.
John's hardly predictable, but it's a risk I'll have to take.
He clearly sees something in you that appeals to him. It'll be dangerous approaching. protecting Bane and his people this way. They'll be suspicious of anyone who isn't a proven criminal. You'll have to give the performance of a lifetime to pull the wool over their eyes.
Don't worry, Alfred. I'm not planning to stick around for long. Just enough for me to figure out their plan.
Yes, and then what?
I'll improvise. So that's it then. I find John Doe and accept his offer.
Good thing you hid that tracking device on him when you had the chance.
The stack deck. That's where he is.
I suppose you couldn't wait an hour or two while you rest.